first of all, I got my hair done. Hey friends, welcome back to my channel. It's really Renee here. So today's video is gonna be a get to know me video because I realized I just hopped on YouTube and I didn't even do like a formal introduction or nothing. I did a get to know me video like 10 months ago, and that's when I originally wanted to start my channel. Actually, now it's a year ago, I believe. It's almost a year ago that I did a get to know me video, and that video is very outdated, to say the least. And I just feel like I need to come back onto the scene, you know, and just give you guys a full-blown personality video. One thing you should know about me if you've been watching my videos is that I stumble over my words all the time, and it's because I talk too freaking fast. Anyway, today is going to be 15 questions, a get to know me video about me, okay? So yes, let's just get right into it. But before we get into the questions, first of all, if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe, and after this video, make sure you like and comment, because I want to get to know y'all too. I don't just want to be y'all friend, I want y'all to be my friend too. It's a two-way street. All right, so first of all, first question is, what is your name? So as you can see on my channel, my name is Renee, but fun fact, it's kind of not my name, but it is my name. Let me tell you. So Renee is my middle name, which I actually prefer to go by. My first name is Deidre. Long story, we'll probably get into that another video, but my name is Deidre Renee. I prefer to go by Renee. How old are you? I'm 30, and the funny thing about it is 30 has not really like sat. It hasn't hit me yet, because like mentally, like every time somebody asks me how old I am, I'm like, oh yeah, I'm 30. Like I know I'm an adult, I act like an adult, but just like, I don't know if y'all been seeing those posts on like Facebook, Instagram, like we really the new adults now. Like I'm really the new adult. Like I'm an adult. But yes, I'm 30 years old. I will be 31 on January 31st. That's coming up pretty soon. Today is January, what's today? 4th. So yeah, in a couple of weeks I'll be 31. So I'm just not getting used to telling people I'm 30, and now here comes another year. But yeah, I'm 30 currently. Where are you from? I am born and raised Milwaukee, Wisconsin. I don't necessarily plan on living here for the remainder of my life, but for now, that's what it is. But yes, Milwaukee, Wisconsin, born and raised. I know y'all saw this little wine back here in the cut. I'm winding down, so we're just gonna make it real casual, okay? Okay, all right. This is a good one. What made you start a YouTube channel? So, you know, like, okay, it's the beginning of the year. Most people have just, you know, written down their list of goals, created a vision board, XYZ, right? So I have been wanting to start a YouTube channel for I don't even know how long. I think since like 2019. That's like when I really got into my business. I am really big on content. Like I love consuming content and I love creating content. And I was just like, ooh, I want to learn how to do YouTube videos. I want to be a YouTube girly so bad. I love vlogs. There's so many people I follow, and I'm just like, every time they post, I'm the first one to watch. Like I love YouTube, and I love watching videos of other people and, you know, different types of content, and I like to create it also. But I was just always intimidated by YouTube, mostly because it's like, okay, I didn't know what equipment I needed, to what extent I would need to like be present on YouTube, how often, how to edit, what to edit with, things like that. But I just decided like, okay, you know what? You enjoy creating content. I do mostly short form content, so like TikToks and then Instagram Reels, or just videos period, like mini vlogs. So I was getting in the habit of that, but I'm like, I really want to do more long form content. So I just started to like, I use TikTok like Google, like how to start a YouTube channel, how to create an intro video, how to edit YouTube, how to film YouTube using your phone. So just like those basic questions, and I was getting all the answers, and I'm like, this is not as hard as I'm making it seem, or how hard I'm making it out to be. Let me just start. So I have an iPhone. Most people start with the iPhone, and I'm like, okay, got the hang of that. I always use InShot. I was using that anyways for my business videos and stuff like that, to edit and stuff like that. So I'm like, okay, I can use this for YouTube. CapCut, iMovie, you know, all of the things. And I just started gradually recording here and there, but I wasn't utilizing YouTube, or I wasn't editing the videos and posting them. So I said, you know what? Stop telling yourself what you want to do and just do it. So my first video, I just started vlogging, and it turned out pretty well. So as of today, I have either 26 or 27 subscribers. Hey y'all. And I'm happy because it's like, to start from scratch and to slowly, gradually see the process or the progress and the growth is really like, it's exciting to me. So yes, that's how I ended up on YouTube, in the YouTube world. So next question, what is your dream job? My dream job, you know, everybody cliche, oh, my dream job is the dream of not having to work. I actually like working because it makes me feel productive, but I like working on things or in things, whatever, that I actually enjoy. When I was a child, my dream job was to be a pediatrician, but the thought of going to school for that long, college, really intimidated me after high school, so I didn't pursue it. But that was one. I had two dream jobs per se, and then also I wanted to be a veterinarian. I love animals. I am a huge outdoor nature person. Animals have a soft spot in my heart, but again, college just wasn't for me. And even more so, it wasn't even necessarily school, it was more so paying for school. And I've never ever wanted to have a student loan, so that kind of deterred me from that. But yeah, those were my dream jobs. But currently, as an adult, as a 30-year-old adult, my dream job right now is to work in corporate retail. So one of my first jobs was in retail. I worked at a store that used to be here. It's called Bare Feet Shoes. I would kind of relate it to Wet Seal, or not necessarily Forever 21, but one of those type of stores. They sold clothes and they also sold shoes. And it was just that was where my love for retail grew. I was 15 at the time. I had a manager. She was not that great to work for, but she was good at teaching. So I would open the store. She would show me the ropes of how to properly open a store, how to properly merchandise a store, you know, with the mannequins and having certain things on display, customer service, cashiering, balancing the register, just all types of things. And I just really, really enjoyed it. But entry-level retail doesn't pay much. And at the time when I was working, I was 15. I don't even know what year that was. I'll put it here. But minimum wage at the time was $6 something. I think I was only making $6.50, which I didn't need that much money. But just looking back, I was really getting paid pennies. But I love the job. And that's kind of where my love for it grew. And so now that I have my own boutique and my own business in retail, I really want to get into the corporate workspace, because I feel like that'll help me not only just with myself and what I have going on with my own business, but I'm very interested in learning the ins and outs of it. And I've worked in it before, and I would love to get back to it. So yes. Next question that kind of leads into what I was just talking about. Did you go to school for business? No. And let me tell you why. So I actually enjoyed school, high school or just school period. Like I said before, it was more so paying for student loans. I always heard horror stories of how much people were paying and how much, how stressful it was to think about the debt. And I was just I don't really want to go that route, because I know that for what I wanted to do, I didn't necessarily have to go to school for it. So I did take a semester at a local technical college. It was from it was back in 2016, but it was only for a semester. I paid for it out of pocket. It was $400 for the class. I had bought the book. The book was $60, and I bought a used book, whatever. And just to see if this is something that I needed to do versus, if I wanted to do it. So it was more so if I needed to do it, I would do it, because I knew that I wanted to have my own business, but I didn't know, how to do it. And I just figured the only way to know was to go to school. But I went for that semester, and it just wasn't for me. The teacher, she didn't necessarily teach anything about business. It was just kind of a waste of time, pretty much. And I know it was just my experience with that particular teacher. But yeah, so my route of learning business was I took a lot of entry-level jobs. So for example, like I told you guys, one of my first jobs was in retail. My first retail job as an adult was I worked at Kohl's Corporate in their call center, and I was a customer service rep. I would help people navigate their online store. I was their personal shopper. I would place their orders. I would look up products, stuff like that. Then I also worked part-time at, it was a store called Off Aisle. They are no longer located here in Milwaukee, but they had a location in Mayfair Collection. And I worked there for like a summer, a couple of months. Again, wasn't getting paid much. I was getting paid like 9 something at the time. And I was only getting like, not many hours at all, like 8 to 12 hours a week. But it wasn't even about that. It was more so the experience. And I wanted to learn the business. So I would go to work and I would do cashiering. I would do customer service. I would be in the back stock room, unloading the truck, putting the inventory on hangers, pricing it, tagging it, putting it out on the shelves, putting it out on, you know, stock on display. And I really, really, really enjoyed that. Like, I liked it so much. And that's kind of where I learned, like, I just paid attention to like how they ran the business. When did they run promotions? How often did they run promotions? How did they, you know, how was the customer experience? So all of those things I learned by being hands-on. So I also worked for JCPenney Call Center at one point right after high school. So it was, I took a bunch of entry-level retail-based jobs to just learn on the job, instead of going to school. And that kind of worked in my benefit because I am a visual learner and I am a hands-on learner. So after I learn it or you teach me it, I have to actively apply it. So in the course of me doing that, when I took that 1 semester of business, I was also working at Off Aisle at the same time. So while I was learning things in the class, I was able to actually actively go, you know, see what it was that I was learning while I was working in the store. So that's my backstory of how I actually, like, my foundation of how I learned about retail. A little bit of a fun question here. What do I like to do for fun? Good question. I feel like I work so much I don't even let myself enjoy anything, because when I am having fun, I think so much about, I could be working. That's toxic. But let's see. What do I like to do for fun? I like, just so cliche, I like going to the movies. I am a big movie person. I really, really, really enjoy time with my family, like gatherings. I really love gatherings. So it's like, we can get together. If I'm with my friends, let's go out for drinks. Let's get some chicken and margaritas, or let's go get a lemon drop. Or if I'm with my family, let's get together, let somebody cook, and then, you know, we get together. So that's really what I like to do for fun. I like to be with my people. I like to hang out with my friends and my family. What is my favorite color? Okay, so my favorite color to wear is red and black. Not together, but just in general. As you can see, I got on a black jumpsuit. I don't know, I just like wearing the colors red, and I like wearing the color black. It's not my favorite color, but it's the favorite color I like to wear. My favorite color, all in all, is lavender. It's so pretty to me. So, so pretty. What is my favorite movie? So I'm a big kid at heart. In my last video, one of the last ones, I told you guys that I'm really goofy, which I am. But my favorite movie of all time is Finding Nemo. Don't ask me why. It's a very cute movie. I just love it. My biggest pet peeve, that's the next question. What is your biggest pet peeve? Ooh, I think it's when people lie for no reason. Because I try to be a very straightforward, direct person, especially when it comes to certain matters. Granted, I get it. Everybody lies on some degree, myself included. None of us are immune to that. But when you're just really lying for no reason, being manipulative, or being just, I don't know. That's one of my biggest pet peeves, especially when you know somebody lying, they just keep going on with the story, and it's like, bro, I know you lying, but I'm gonna let you go. I'm gonna let you have it, but I know you lying. And like, that's one of my biggest pet peeves. I know. Next question. Where are you working right now? So, I'm not necessarily going to disclose exactly where I work, obviously, but I am working in procurement. I am a buyer, and I work in the food service industry. So even still, it's not in the retail world that I would like to be in. It's still in the somewhat in the field of work that I currently do for my boutique. So one of the roles in my boutique is I have to be the buyer. This inventory you see here, it didn't just get here by itself. I have to actively go to the vendors on the vendor's website, research, look at the pricing, you know, order things or whatever to bring it in for my boutique. So essentially that is what I do for this particular company. I am a buyer. There's certain metrics that I have to be in alignment with. I buy product, the product comes in, and it gets shipped to customers buy it. And it's, like I said, it's in the food service industry, so it's not a bad job. I actually really like it. Well, I'm getting to the point of actually really liking it. It's just a mindset thing. Prior to being at this job, I was working for myself in my boutique for 2 years, or was it a year and a half? Between a year and a half, almost 2. So going back into the corporate workspace was really an adjustment for me, because after having that freedom for so long, being up under someone else's umbrella of, like, I don't know, it's really different. I do appreciate the structure. I do appreciate the consistent, payment of my check every other Friday. And it was just a mindset adjustment of, this is just for now, not forever. That's my saying. Every time I get stressed out, because I know what my end goal is, I want to get back to working for myself full time eventually. But right now, it's like the job is not getting in the way of anything. If anything, it's helping me. You know what I'm saying? It's helping me to have structure. It's helping me to finance my business. It's helping me for a lot of different reasons. So yes, that's the type of work that I'm doing currently. I work in procurement, so I'm a buyer. I'm a corporate buyer. Let's see, the next question. What is your favorite food? Oh, Lord have mercy. I don't know. The older I get, the more I don't have a favorite, but I am a food person. Like, I love to eat. And thing about it is, my husband, he likes to cook. Cool with me. I like to clean. You like to cook? We gonna work out just fine. But yeah, I like to eat. But my favorite, I don't really have a favorite. I feel like the thing I eat a lot is chicken. Like chicken wings used to be my favorite, but I don't even necessarily want to call it my favorite, because I eat everything equally, the same amount equally. You know what I'm saying? Like, I eat tacos just as much as I eat chicken. I eat chicken just as much as I eat pizza. Those, I think, are like my top 3: chicken, pizza, tacos. And that's so very basic, but I'm not just talking about basic tacos. Like, I don't know how to explain it. Those are my top 3. I'm gonna just leave it at that. But I like to eat, period. That's just what it is. If you could live anywhere, next question. Sorry. If you could live anywhere, where would it be? Like I told y'all, I don't see myself being in Wisconsin for the duration of my life. But I always used to joke around and tell people I was gonna move to Nova Scotia. I've never been to Nova Scotia. I just feel like it's a very off the grid place, and I just always dream of just being off the grid, incognito. But I don't know where I want to live. I don't know. Okay, side note, I do want to go visit Nova Scotia just because I randomly picked that place one day. I think I'm gonna go there just because it seemed like I said, off the grid. But I don't know if it's someplace I would live. My husband, he wants to move west. I'm not gonna say particularly where yet, but he wants to live out west, which I do enjoy the culture. I did like it when we visited. We visited maybe like 4 or 5 times now. But I don't really know. That's a good question. I don't really know. Wherever God wants me to be, wherever I'm meant to be, is where I need to be. But if I had a dream place, if I could live anywhere, I'm not really sure. Next question. What is your favorite childhood memory? Like I mentioned earlier in this video, I really enjoy spending time with my family. I'm like big on family. So my favorite childhood memory will be when we took a road trip to Florida. Me, my grandma, my cousins, my aunt, my uncle, his family, we all drove to Florida, and it was just so fun. We haven't done a road trip as a family since then, actually, and that was some years ago. I want to say I was maybe 14. But yeah, it was a long time ago, but that was a really, really good experience. We stayed in not a resort, on a timeshare, and it was kind of like cabin style. Not cabin, it was more so like a condo, like a condo style, a timeshare condo. And it was really fun. We had a really good time. But that's my favorite childhood memory. The next question, TV show. What are you currently watching? Let's see. What shows have I watched? Ooh, let's see. The Bear on Hulu. Really good. It starts off slow and it takes a little while, or it took a little while for me to get into it. But The Bear on Hulu is really, really good. The next season starts in June. So I'm not currently watching anything, but these are some of my favorite shows. Let's just revise that question to that. The Bear on Hulu. It's about a chef in his restaurant, pretty much. The next show that I watch is Abbott Elementary. That season is about to start up pretty soon. I'm not currently watching anything, but those two that I just mentioned, Abbott Elementary and The Bear, are two that I am anxiously waiting for to come back, and I will be watching. I can't think right now, but it's like any show that captivates, any show that grabs my attention. I like drama, I like comedy, or a combination of the two. That's really what, I like to watch. So yeah, that's our 15th question. But if there's anything else that you guys want to know about me, like I said, please leave a comment. I want y'all to start engaging with me so that I can start building community here on YouTube and building relationships with you guys, because I don't only want to be y'all friend. I want y'all to be my friend too. We only can do that if we're communicating with each other, right? So if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to my channel, like this video, comment, tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend. Also, if you haven't already, visit us online at the Lounge Avenue. I'm currently in my makeshift warehouse right now. This is not all of my inventory, but this is a piece of it. But check us out online. Yeah, that's all I got for today, and I will see you guys in the next one. Thanks for tuning in. If you made it all the way this way, see ya.
Baby girl, you are so pretty, pretty.